Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another tutorial, and today we are doing a little bit more morphology and we are going to look at another prefix, and today's prefix is the prefix D. So here we go, handy whiteboard, handy pen, and we'll get started. So generally when I am teaching morphology, and you've seen me do this in the past, I will start with popping the prefix or the suffix or the base word, as we've done some base words now, up the top, followed by what it means. Now, I went to some professional development in the weekend, and instead of writing the word means, we're actually not going to write that anymore. We are going to be writing the word denotes. So denotes, because sometimes prefixes don't always mean a certain thing, and we can't really just pigeonhole a prefix or a suffix into that word. So denotes is a much better word to use. So anyway, back to it. D denotes down or away. And so first of all, when I teach this to my student, and I will let them know that denote still means, but it's not the literal meaning, I will get my students to write this, and this is the first thing that we do. Now, you can pop a prefix like D in with your younger learners and with your older learners. Now, if I'm going to pop this in with my younger learners, I'm going to be using some base words of sounds and spelling patterns that we've already covered. So, for example, I can use words like D plus frost makes the word defrost. So I've got a short vowel in there. I'll just pop that up a little bit closer so you can read that. And we've got a single syllable base word in there that is quite decodable. You can also use words like deflate. There we go, deflate, which is to make a balloon go down. So make the balloon go down after you have inflated it. And you can use decode. That's an O there. I just made a bit of a mistake. Decode. So we've got some nice easy base words in there that you can use with your younger learners. D meaning down and away, and all of a sudden you can see that just by adding this prefix D, we are putting some really cool words together. Defrost, deflate, and decode. Really cool to be using within your oral language, and also to be using within your text. And I've just taken the time to write down a few of these higher level vocabulary words that we can use with our older learners. So for example, we've got the word devalue, which means to detract away from something's value. Decompose, that means to break down, com being together. So decompose, to break something down. We have decompress, which means to expand out, so away from being compressed. And the last couple of weeks we have done a couple of base words in there, form and port, and now look at that, we can handily pop on our prefix D, deform, away from the correct shape, and deport, to be carried away, which is commonly referred to people. So there we go. Prefix D denoting down or away. You can add it on to some nice simple base words if you're working with younger learners. Like, stick with what you've already taught if you're still doing making your way through phonemes and graphemes and spelling rules, but then with older students you can see that we can straight away jump into some really cool words here that we can use with them to help build their oral language, to help provide them with some great vocabulary for writing, and to support them with their reading. So once I have taught that D denotes down or away, depending on what we're learning within my little tutoring practice, at the moment we're actually covering off narratives. They're up to part 2 of a 4-part story. I will use some of those words that I've just taught, the words denoting down or away, within my text to ensure that we are then putting that into context, and then we will write about the text, making sure that we're using some of the words that we have also just learned as well, and that way we are making sure that we're transferring the knowledge and the meaning of those words into the lexicon. So yeah, there we go, prefix D. I hope you've enjoyed this. My name is Heather, I'm a literacy tutor, and just using another way to show you how you can use morphology and build it into your daily lessons.